everybody, Jonas here and welcome to this weekly video here. So a lot of people still ask me about, I'm feeling stuck in where I am today, or I know I have so much more to give, but life just happens and I mess up things and I don't get the result that I really want to have. And the thing is, unfortunately, you have gotten the exactly things you're supposed to have. The result you have in your life is exactly what you're supposed to have. Well, that feels weird. What do you mean by that? Well, the thing is, the action you have taken, the person actually that you are, generates the result that you have now in your life. But that sounds kind of weird. Why does this generate the things that I have? The thing is that most of the cases we don't know about it ourselves, because this is like a subconscious process that's we're taking with us since we grew up, and we start to, if we get afraid of things, we maybe don't take the step that is necessary, and maybe we don't take the actions that we're supposed to take to protect ourselves in different ways. It can be all the way from making these sales calls, or approaching and talking to this woman or man of your life. But the thing is that we actually got the exact result that we're supposed to have. So if you got the results we have, we need to change something, right? We need to change our approach to things, because we need to change our identity. We need to change the person we are. Because if we compare ourselves to some other person that, for example, have a multi-million dollars or something, or that relationship they won't want to have, they are another person, and of course they're taking different action, but the thing is here that they have also another identity than we have. So what can we do then to change the identity? Because the thing is, we can force ourselves to take this action and try to really take the action that we should take, that we know we should take. You're probably going to try going to the gym sometime, and it works fine for the first week or second week, but then you don't do it. Well, why is that? Because even though you force yourself, you don't have the identity, you're not the right person to actually go to the gym, because it's not about only motivation, it's about the willpower to do it, and you really need to like to do it to actually proceed doing it, not stopping after just a few weeks. So we need to change our identity somehow. And how can we do that? And that is the first topic here I'm going to talk about in this week's video. So the thing is, what we can do now is we need to identify where we're stopping today. Where we're stopping today, or where we stop ourselves today. Because most of the cases it's like a subconscious things. As you know, the most of what we do, our actions and even our thoughts, are most of it's subconscious, so we don't think about it. So the thing is, we need to try to somehow create this awareness of where we're stopping us to actually do these changes. Because if we're not aware of it, we will quit after a few weeks of going to the gym, or quit posting things on Facebook or marketing, or quit doing these sales calls because we get frustrated, or we get scared, or we make up some excuses and not doing it, right? So we need to find where this actually stops us. So how can we be more aware where we actually stop ourselves and not doing the things that we're supposed to do to become this other person and become this new identity of ourselves? Well, what we can do, and what I want you to do for the next week here, is to be aware of the things where you feel struggle, and where something's keeping you back somehow, and sometimes you procrastinate in some things. You start maybe I should look my Facebook or something like that. So where do you actually stop yourself and get aware of the small things? It's usually small things that stop you. For example, maybe you're just looking at your phone, or start to browse other things. So it can be really, really small things, because it's these small things that then change the end result what you get. Because combined together, and if we really stop doing all this procrastination, or stop excusing ourselves, or make things up in our head about things that people are like this, and or maybe I'm not such person, on all these things. So the first thing we need to do is to try to catch ourselves when these things happens. And it's quite hard at first, of course, because it's so subconscious, so we don't really do it. But after a while, if you try this for a week and you really put up some notes everywhere where you sit at your computer, or put it on your phone, or so you can see it all the time, or especially where you normally procrastinate, or where you normally do other things. For example, put it on your phone if you're not doing these sales calls, or you put it on your Facebook or something. So you really catch yourself and try to identify where we stop ourselves. Because when we know where we stop ourselves, and this is of course a traditional way of doing things, we need to clarify and create clarity in what we're actually doing here and clarity in ourselves. So write this down and try to identify all the different places where you actually stop yourself. And that is the first step to actually get aware and get over it and create the new identity and taking the new action that you actually need to do to get the result. Because the thing is that the identity of the person we are right now, you can't see the things that you're supposed to see. This sounds also kind of weird, but the thing is, for example, if you made $100,000 a year, right? And you want to say, you're just saying, oh, I want to make $1 million a year, but you never made $1 million a year. How can you know, and how can you actually take these steps and actions to do it? Well, the thing is, you need to change your identity, and that is the second step we're going to talk about in the next week. So try this now for a week and try to catch yourself and get more aware where you're stopping yourself, because that is what's holding you back all the time, and that is also mainly where your fears lies. So try this out, and next week we're going to talk about the second step. Thank you for watching, and you can always go to jonaskjellin.com to subscribe for more information, and also subscribe to my channel to get the next video as well. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later next week. Bye until then.